Hi Milestone, I'm Lisa Ferguson. I work in the Pilates department here at Milestone, and I wanted to bring you a little mat segment today of Pilates. You won't need any equipment. Make sure that this is okay with your doctor. For you, you're cleared to go ahead and get on the mat and do this exercise. It'll be pretty gentle but pretty intense for those core muscles. So let's go ahead and lay on our back, and let's just stretch our body out. We're going to start by taking some very deep breaths, like in through our nose and out through our mouth. Just feel that breath as you draw it in and out. Breathing nice and deep. Feel your chest rise and expand. Feel that breath as you push it out. Just take a moment to get in touch with your body. See how your body's feeling today, what you're feeling. If you're sore from a previous workout someplace, or if you're just not feeling that great today, or maybe you're feeling wonderful and you have a lot of energy, just get in touch with your body and see how it feels. As we breathe in and out, let's just be aware of that breath. Try not to hold your breath at any time today when we're working. And one more deep breath in and out. As you take a breath this time, bring your arm to the ceiling and begin to circle any direction with those arms. Big circles from the shoulders, nice and smooth. And now reverse that circle, go back the other direction. And bring those arms down to your side. Let's press those palms down to the floor. Widen our collarbones, press the shoulders down back, cinch our ribs in tight, and lengthen out from the top of the hips to the very tip of our toes, reaching those toes out. Pull those toes back, push those heels away, and lengthen those toes out. And let's draw it back, and push out. And draw back again, and push out. Now let's relax those feet and bring the right leg into your chest, grab your hamstring or your shin, whichever feels best for you today. Just keep breathing. And then gently bring that right leg across your body. Look towards the right side, big stretch into towards shoulders, spine, and hips. Let's come back to center and hold on to that right leg, and let's just circle from the hip crease right here, just little circles. And now go the other direction. And then let's put that right leg down. Let's take that left leg into our chest, grab that hamstring or your shin, and give it a little bitty hug. Just relax and breathe. Keep that breath coming in and out. And very gently take that left leg across your body. Look towards the left side. Big stretch and twist. Shoulders, spine, and hips. And come back and grab that left leg with your left hand. Make little circles from those hip creases. And now let's go the other direction. And let's gently bring the bottoms of our feet together. Let our knees open up nice and wide here, just opening up those inner thighs just a little bit. And now bring those legs together. Slide your right leg out and bring your right arm above your shoulder. Let's just really reach and lengthen out that right side of our body. Try to make sure that your ribs and your hips are parallel, that you have to drop that right hip down and away. Let's flex that right foot, pushing through that heel. And let's bring our right hand back down to the side, and let's point the toe on the right foot, bring it up to the ceiling, and flex as we bring it down. Just moving from that right hip crease as we lift and we lower, nice and smooth, nice and strong. Up and down, and lift it up and down. Next time it comes up, let's hold it up, slide our hand up, maybe your shoulders come up, reach up and just give that leg a nice little stretch right here. Holding on, pushing that right hip down. Continue breathing. Try to keep your legs straight if you can. And then let's release that right leg and bring it down. Let's lengthen that left leg out. Bring that left arm above. Let's point that toe. Really find that equal distance between the ribs and your hips. Find a nice stretch along the left side of your body. And now let's flex that left foot, pushing it away. Finding more length. And bring that left arm down. And let's bring that left leg up to the ceiling. Moving from that hip and down. And bring it up again and down. Really lengthen that leg to the ceiling as you point and flex down, up, and down. One more time. Let's lift it up to the ceiling, hold it up. If you want to slide your head and shoulders up, you can, reaching as high as you comfortably can that leg. Really pull it in towards the chest, pushing that leg down towards the floor. Down, down, down. Push that left leg down. And release that left leg down right here. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's take those arms up above our head, fingertips behind that head, elbows are wide, keep that chest wide, and let's just float our head and shoulders up as high as we can, lifting and lowering off of that mat, taking your time as you lift and lower. Exhaling on the way up, inhaling on the way down. Exhale up and down, and lift and lower, and give me 2 and 1. Great job. Let's take those arms down, shake them out, shake those shoulders out. Let's take that left hand, bring it down to the floor, bring your right hand behind. And let's just lift and twist over to the side, bring that right side across. Really focus right now on trying to keep your hips steady. We just want to kind of get those obliques warming up just a little bit, finding them, giving them a little notice that we're going to work them today. Take your time, 2 more times, and 2, and 1 more time. Let's go ahead and come down. Right hand comes down, left hand up and over. Left hand is wide. Let's lift and twist across to that left side. Lifting and twisting across. Breathing, exhaling as you come across. Exhale, exhale. Give me 2 more just like that. 2, and 1 more. Great job. Bring it on down, hands and shoulders are down. Now the feet are close to each other, close to your hips. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to scoop that tailbone to the ceiling and peel our hips off the floor, 1 vertebrae at a time, coming on up, 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 up to that nice big hip bridge, and roll back down. Take a deep breath in and scoop up. Again, rolling that spine. Again, finding each vertebrae as you articulate up and down, or roll it up and down, hollowing out that space. Do that again. Scoop and roll up. And let's do that 2 more times, okay? Just kind of getting in touch with that back side of our body. Exhale, scoop and roll up, 2, lift it up, and bring it back down. And 1 more time, please. Scoop and roll it back up. Great job. Take a deep breath in and out. In through your nose and out. 1 more deep breath in and out. So let's think about our pelvis right now. Let's go ahead and pelvic tilt front to back, opening and closing. Thinking about our lower back coming off the floor and then pressing our lower lumbar or the back onto the floor. So we're just pelvic tilting forward and back. And we're going to do that for just 1 more moment, and then we're going to come someplace in between those 2 extremes. We're going to call that our neutral alignment. That's where we want to kind of be today if we can. If you lose it, don't worry about it. You'll still work. But in general, our hips and pubic bone are parallel to the floor. Think about those inner thighs. Pull them up towards your hips. Engage the pelvic floor. Zip up your belly button. Ribs are tucked in tight. Chest is wide. Hands and shoulders are down. We're going to come onto the balls of our feet and bring our right leg into chair. And now our left leg. And when we do that immediately, we're going to feel some work right here in our lower abdominal region, if you will. And we're going to alternate tapping 1 foot at a time towards the floor. Now I want you to make sure that your rock solid is smooth from your hips to your shoulders. Nothing is moving. You continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth as you just bring those feet down to the floor. They don't really have to tap, but they're just going close to it. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1 more time. Bring both legs into your chest and give them a little bitty hug. Wiggle those hips a little bit. We're going to go into our hundreds right now. Now you have a couple options. We can start with both of our feet on the floor if you choose to, trying to maintain that neutral alignment. You can have 1 leg into chair and or 2 if you choose, and even you can come up with your legs up to 45 degrees. Your head and shoulders may stay down, or you may choose to float them up, reaching your arms out past your hips either way, and begin to pulse your arms like you're slapping water. Breathe in and out, and in through your nose, out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, out, and in, out, and in, and out. Last in, and out, and bring the arms and legs together. So we just did a really good job of circulating that blood through our body, getting that breath, warming everything up. You should be feeling awesome right now. So we're going to start with a little bit of hip bridging. So we want to set ourselves up so that our heels, our fingertips can basically touch our heels. That's about how close you want your feet. And they're in line with your hip creases. We're going to press the upper back and shoulders in the floor. Keep the chest wide, palms are down. From here, we're going to scoop that tailbone to the ceiling and peel our hips up and come up into that hip bridge. We did this just a moment ago. We want to make sure there's no creases at the hips, pressing into our upper backs and shoulders, finding that nice firm foundation, slipping up our inner thighs and pelvic floor, and begin to push those hips to the ceiling. So notice that I'm going with a high press to the ceiling right now, finding a little bit more connection on the back side of my body. Exhale as you lift up, squeeze, find that glutes. Push, push, good job. Stay nice and strong as you do this. Make sure your feet are in line underneath your knees. And last 4, and 3, and 2. Hold the lift, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now from here, we're gonna drop our hips halfway down. We're gonna hip hinge close to the mat, and we're gonna push back up really strong. And we're gonna drop almost to the mat and push back up really strong again. So find a deeper connection with those glutes. You might feel some hamstrings. Really feel that upper back pressing. Nice and strong. Push, push, squeeze. Find that work. Use your breath. Connect the two. Up. And exhale up. Give me 4 more. Let's go. And 4. And 3. And 2. And last 1. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And bring it on down. Let those knees come in for a nice little hug. As you do this, let's point our toes and our feet, and let's flex, and let's point, and flex, and point, and flex. Hold those feet in a pointed position. Now, if that does not work for you, please come down onto your heels. We're gonna drop the balls of our feet down, and our feet are gonna be right next to each other. Again, I could basically touch my heels with my fingertips. That's how close you want the feet. But again, if it doesn't work for you to be on the balls of your feet, bring your heels right back to this position with your feet touching each other. From here, we're gonna scoop and articulate up to that hip bridge. And now we're gonna open our knees really wide, like we're making a big diamond with our legs. So we have a wider bridge here. We're gonna come up and push up nice and strong. Finding that connection on the backside one more time. It's gonna feel a little different. You might feel some things in those inner thighs, maybe a little bit more to the outside of those hips than you did just a moment ago, but still working that backside. Feeling those arms and shoulders activating. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now tap the knees together and open. Tap and open, tap and open. So now as you tap, make sure that you're not dropping those hips. Keep them up as you tap and open. Don't let them drop. I know some of you want to. Don't do it, don't do it. Give me 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold the legs wide and roll down. Give those legs a hug, kind of roll those feet out. Great job today. All right, now we're gonna make this a little bit harder. Remember, if you don't wanna jump up to this next level, you can always keep 2 feet on the ground because we're gonna use just 1 foot this time. So we're gonna start by having our feet really close. Again, we can touch our fingertips to our heels. Let's bring our right foot up and over into a figure 4 bridge. If you don't wanna go here, that's fine to keep that right foot on the floor. Scoop and bring those hips up again to that bridge. Keep that right hip up. Don't let it drop down to the side, right? Press those shoulders in strong, zip up the abs. Begin to push up with that left glute. Exhale as you're pushing up, push, 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 up strong. Nice and strong to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, now hold. Bring your right leg up to the ceiling, really point it, try to touch the ceiling. Little circles, any direction. Ooh, feel that burn, go the other way. Go the other way if you can. And now hold it, 8 presses up. Try to touch the ceiling with that toe. Super strong to the top. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right foot down and roll it down. Give that left leg a little hug. You earned it. Breathing. Let's go ahead and put that left foot on top of that right thigh right here. Again, if you don't want to, just keep that left foot down on the floor. Hands and shoulders are down. Scoop and roll up into that hip bridge. Watch that left hip. Keep it up. No creases at your hips. And push up with that right glute. Now I started on your left side because in general that's everybody's weaker side, but not always. You might find that this side is weaker than your left side. Great thing about Pilates, 2 and 1 hold. Lengthen that left leg up, circle. Good, hold, hold, and go the other way. And hold it right here. Last 8 presses up with that right glute. Try to touch the ceiling. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that foot down, roll it down, give that right leg a stretch. What I was saying was, the great thing about Pilates is that you often find out where your weaker and stronger sides are, where your more flexible sides are. It's a great thing. Helps you balance out those areas of your body just a little bit more. Take that right foot up and over, find that figure 4. Stretch again and just press that leg away. Let's find that neutral line with our pelvis that we had a little bit earlier in class. Zipping up our inner thighs and pelvic floor, zipping up our belly button. Take our left hand behind our head, right on the floor. Let's twist across here. Really focusing on keeping those hips super steady as we exhale and twist. And across. Twist, twist. Exhale, lift. 2, and 1 more. Great job. Let's switch legs. Bring that right leg over, press it away, give me that little figure 4 stretch here. Find that neutral line with your pelvis, left hand down, right hand behind, and lift and twist across. Take your time. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Great job. Now from here, let's really lengthen our legs out away from our body. Reach our arms up above our shoulders and just stretch. Imagine that somebody has their hands around your wrists and your ankles and you're pulling you in opposite directions. So really find that length in your body. Breathing in through your nose and out through that mouth. And bring those arms back down. So we're going to glue our heels together. Now feet can be parallel or they can be externally rotated. I like the external rotation personally, but you go to where it feels best for you. Squeeze those heels together. Find that inner thigh pelvic floor connection. Begin to zip up your abdominal muscles. Ribs are tucked in tight. Arms are up. Shoulders are down back, but chest is wide. We start by taking a breath through our nose, nodding our chin to our chest, and exhale. I just want you to float your shoulders up only. Just reach those hands forward. Reach, reach, reach. Find that connection from your heels all the way up to the top of that breastbone and come back down. Take a breath, nod, exhale as you lift, again holding it, reaching forward. Find that difficult part of this roll up and back down. You should feel those abdominal muscles shaking. Take a breath, nod, exhale, squeeze, lift, reach, reach, reach. Hold, hold, squeeze, and come back down. Now this next time we're going to try to roll all the way up. If you cannot roll up, what we just did is where you need to stop. I don't want you to force up with your shoulders or come up with a straight spine or lift your feet off the ground. Listen to your body for me. Take a deep breath in through your nose, nod your chin, exhale, continue to roll up. If you can, not stop, and then go back down. We're going to reach up and over towards our legs, big stretch, and then we're going to scoop and roll down through our spine. Zipping it up, finding those abdominal muscles. And that breath. Great job, how did it feel? Did you do it? We're going to try it again. Remember, listen to your body. Don't go any farther than your body is ready for today. Take a breath, nod, exhale, scoop, and lift, reaching up, keeping everything engaged as you lift up and roll over, reaching to those toes, stretching. Maybe that's a hard part for you. And scoop and roll down. And we'll do that one more time today. Take a deep breath in. Nod your chin, exhale, scoop. And if you're not up on this last one, you can go ahead and walk yourself up your thighs and just reach forward and big stretch. Hold that stretch for me. Let's sit nice and tall. And I want you to open your feet and kind of flex them just a little bit. So I bet my feet about a hip distance apart. Trying to stack my head, my shoulders over my ribs and my hips. Bringing my arms out to the sides as if somebody has their hands on my waist. I'm going to lift myself up taller, rotate towards the right side, and reach my right hand out past the outside of my right foot. My left palm is up and I'm looking underneath my armpit. And just hold that stretch. Continue to breathe, lift, stack. We're just holding a solid stretch, and we're going to go the other direction. My hands to the outside of my left baby toe. My right palm is up, and I'm going to look underneath as I just stretch forward. Keep breathing through your nose, out through your mouth. Come back up and shake it on out. Bring those feet a little bit closer together. Okay, so now let's do a little earthquake. If you don't want to have your knees straight, you may bend them if you need to, but we're going to find a little bit more connection with our abdominal muscles. So we're going to stack our chest is open, shoulders are down, back, and we're going to scoop our tailbone and just kind of tip ourselves back a little bit. So we want to keep those feet anchored, whether they're bent or whether they're down long onto the floor, right? We want to find that connection from the inner thighs to the pelvic floor, zipping up. We want to find a little shaking right here. That's going to be our earthquake, right? So we're going to keep everything nice and wide. Keep breathing. Please don't hold your breath. In and out. I haven't done this for a week, so this is shaking a lot, really fast. If you can, bring your right arm up above your shoulders. Yes. Feel that? A little bit more intense, and bring it down. How about the left arm up? More intensity. Shoot. Okay, let's try both arms if you're ready for it. Remember, you don't have to do it if that's not your gig today. Feel that intensity. Squeeze harder. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Don't hold your breath. Hold, hold, hold. Nice and strong. And 4, and 3, and 2. Don't move. Open your arms out to the side about 45 degrees. Feel your obliques kick in right now. Oh, keep breathing and holding. Oh, that wasn't nice, was it? But that's okay. You guys can do this today. You need a little challenge. Breathe in and out. 4, and 3, and 2, and roll it forward. And shake it out. How was that? That was pretty amazing. Let's come onto our side and come into our traditional clamshell position. So in this position, our shoulders and elbows are in a line. And if you don't want to be here and you would prefer to be down on your side, that's totally acceptable. Our hips are stacked either way, and our feet are going to be in line with our hips right here. Now, I want you to think about your ribs and your side. Don't want you to sag down like this. I want you to think about that chest being open, shoulders open. Open up these top ribs, open up these bottom ribs so that you have that nice line from your hips all the way up to your shoulders. We don't want anything to move. Engage your pelvic floor right here. Take a deep breath in as you exhale. Lift the leg, your top leg to the top of that movement without rotating back, and tap it back down. Exhale as you lift, squeezing through that belly button. Try not to move your spine. Use your breath to help you as you lift and lower. Up and down. Up and down. Breathe. That's it. Whew, feel that work. Find the outside of the hips. Now, why do we want to work this? This helps us stabilize our pelvis. The stronger these muscles are, the stronger our pelvis is, the stronger our core and back become. So it's so important. If you feel yourself rocking back, use your hand to push forward, right? Make sure your ribs aren't sagging. And last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1 more, and hold it down. Now take that top leg, stretch it all the way forward, straight out from your hip. Not here, not back here, straight out, like you're just straight line. And from here, we're gonna tap the floor and lift up. Tap and lift, dig it a little bit deeper, open those ribs, down and up. Find that intensity, it should be shaking just a little bit. Down and up, down and up. You can do this, you can do this, come on. 8, and 7, feel the work. 6, don't rock. 5, is it burning? 4, let's hope so. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, and shake it on out. Good job. Take your bottom leg, straighten it out. Take your top leg over and bend. Wrap your hand underneath your head. Now let's pull our ribs up off the floor so we can put a little mouse under here. Keep our shoulder, ribs, and hips stacked. Let's go ahead and turn that bottom leg into what we call an awkward foot position with our toe down and our heel up. Basically, you're in turnout. Free arm supports us, and we're going to lift that toe up and down, lifting through the heel. Now, I want you to think about lengthening that leg right now. I really want you to push that leg away from the hip. As you exhale, zip up your abdominal muscles, lengthen the leg and lift. Find more inner thigh every time you lengthen that leg out. Exhale as you lift and lower. Come on, you got this. Make that leg grow 1/2 inch for me today. Really reach to that heel. Breathe, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. 4, and 3, and 2. Hold the lift for me. Point the toe, circle any direction. Keep that leg lifted. Little circles, it's hard. My circles sometimes are a little triangular in nature. And go the other way. You got this. Zip, zip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Bring the knees in. Let's push ourselves up and come on over to the other side. Now I want you to be even, so make sure you do the other side. If you laid on your side versus being on your elbow, then go ahead and repeat that on this side. Remember, our heels are in line with our hips. We want to lift up through the ribs, keeping the top rib long, bottom rib long, hips are stacked. Chest is open, shoulders are down and back. Exhale as you lift and lower. Exhale as you lift and lower. Try not to drop into these bottom ribs. I know my shirt is kind of sagging, but it's definitely up. You need that top hand to push into those hips. Feel free to do that to help stabilize you. Exhale as you lift. Exhale as you lift. Breathe. Move those legs. Good. You got 8 more to go. 8 and 7. Lift it up. Zip it up. Here's last 4 and 3. Find a little heat in the outside of those hips. 2 and 1 more. Now take that top leg, bring it straight forward. Remember we talked about it, straight up from the hip, and begin to lower and lift. Zip up your abs. Exhale every time you're lifting and lowering that leg. Exhale up. You got this. Up. Up. Keep that chest wide. Keep it open. Up, up. Breathe up. Ooh, push that heel. Starting to cramp. Are you feeling it? Yes. Last 4 and 3 and 2. Last 1 and shake that out. Goodness gracious. Let's take that top leg, bend it up and over, bottom leg is out. Let's lay on our side, awkward foot position, pushing energy through that heel, lengthen that leg out. Pull your ribs off the floor, zip up your abs, free hand to support. Begin to lift and lower that heel. Exhale every time you lift, pushing that leg farther away from your hip each time you lift. We want our legs to become longer for me today. That's it. And last 4 and 3 and 2, hold the lift, point the toes, circle any direction. Zip it up, go the other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Go ahead and shake that out. Let's push back onto our heels. Open your legs wide, just push back into a child's pose. Just stretch it long, stretching out the back, the arms, the shoulders, the spine. And let's come back up. I want your elbows underneath your shoulders. I want your spine nice and long, your ribs are tucked and tight, and I want your knees directly below your hips. So we'll make sure that we keep this alignment here. It's a little bit easier if you're on your elbows. If you want to be on your palms of your hands, that's fine too. Make sure you're not putting pressure on the back of that neck. So let's take that leg we're going to take this front leg here. We're going to take it across the back leg, and we're going to take it forward and we're going to kick it. And we're going to take it across and kick it again. We're going to cross that back leg and kick it out, zipping out those abs. Exhale. Across and kick. across, and kick, across, and kick. Keep those abs zipped up. Stabilize your hips the best you can. Last 4 and 3. Come on strong. 2 and 1 more. Take that leg behind here. Again, keep your back nice and strong and long. Point that toe, pointed butt, press up, up, up to the ceiling. Press. Feel a little bit more work in those glutes. Zip up those abs. Don't let your spine or your hips move. Keep them nice and stable. Up, up, up. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now extend that leg out and curl it back. Extend, reach it out. Find length in that leg and back. Really reach it out, kind of parallel with the floor. Reach, lengthen that leg, stay strong, hips are parallel. Zipping up those abs. And 4, and 3, and 2. Hold that leg, reach out, long, 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 long. Tap the floor and lift up parallel. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. That's it. Ooh, really reach that leg out. Feel that work. Feel that work. Come on, really reach that leg out. You almost got this. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and last 1, and bring that leg in. Feet together, knees are wide. Push that hip out to the side. Arms go the opposite direction. Now I'm going to turn my body around so you can see my leg movement. And you don't have to turn yourself around unless you want to. So we're going to be on our hands, or on our elbows and our knees, right here, okay? We want to go ahead and make sure we have a good body alignment with our elbows below our shoulders. Ribs are tucked and tight. Make sure your pelvis isn't moving. Keep your ribs nice and steady. Take that, the leg that's in the front, bring it across and kick out. Ooh, hear that pop, across and kick. That's it. Try to kick forward, parallel to the ground if you can. Do your best. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Squeeze those abs in strong. And you got 4 more to go. 4 and reach. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg behind here. Pointed butt, press straight up. Keep those abs tucked and tight. Keep those ribs in towards those hips. Last 8, 7. You're doing great. 6. Hang on there. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Extend the leg out. Your thigh stays parallel to the floor. Come back and out and back and out and back and out and back. Last 4 and 3. That's it. 2. Hold the leg out. Reach. Tap the floor and come on up. Tap and come up to that parallel position. Really find the length in that leg each time you lift. Find the length before you lift. That's it. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. You got this. Last 4. Here we go. Last 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 more. Great job. Let's push back into that child's pose. That hip you just worked. Push out. Reach your hands the other direction. Nice and smooth. Nice and strong stretch. Shake it on out. Let's come on up to our hands. I'm going to turn this away. It's a little bit easier for you to see. On our hands and knees. So we're going to go into our bird dog. Nice neutral extension. So set yourself up so that your hands are directly below your shoulders. If that bothers your wrists and you need to be on your knuckles, there's another option for you. If you absolutely have to be onto your elbows, that's a third option, okay? Make sure that our back and our hips are not moving a lot like this. We're going to keep them nice and tight. So we're going to take the right arm, left leg, reach them out in extension. Try to have nice long lines. Good. And bring it down. Find your balance. And left arm, right leg. Reach. And let's take our time as we alternate one at a time. Good, find that length in the arm and the leg. Really reach and lengthen them out. Breathe. Find that length, find that length. Now the next time we get to that right arm, left leg, we're gonna hold it and pulse it. We're gonna pulse, pulse, pulse. Hold the length. See if you can lift, I don't know if I can, that right foot off the floor just a little bit. See if we can find our balance. Ooh, there's gonna get you. Oh, I got it a little bit. Okay, come on down, good job. How'd you do? It was hard. All right, let's find that balance. Let's take that left arm and right leg, come out, and we're gonna pulse. Hold, find your balance, see if you can lift that knee, that foot off the floor. This was a little bit easier, go figure. And bring it on down. Good, how did you do on that side? Which side was easy for you? Surprising. Stretch long. Okay, We're gonna come into our basic plank position, right? And I want you to give me your very best plank. We're gonna try to hold that first one for 30 seconds. I think I got my timer on. Something like that. Okay, elbows underneath the shoulder, knees, or toes are curled under. Tuck your ribs in tight. Get ready, get set. Come on up into your plank and hold it. Make sure your ribs are connected to your hips. Make sure you're engaging through your pelvic floor. Make sure your chest is wide, shoulders are down back. Now if you have to bend your knees here, that's a great way to take a modification. Maybe you only have one knee up, maybe like that, right? Or you have both legs up, your choice. We got about 15 seconds to hold on to it. Breathe, breathe. You're doing great, hang in there, hang in there. Oh, I got 5 more seconds on my watch. Come on, 4, 3, 2, and come on down. Whew, that was great. How do you feel about that one? Awesome, I hope. So we're gonna do some variations on our plank. If you don't wanna do the variations, that's okay. Just go right back to your plank and hold your plank. Planking is such a powerful move. It doesn't require anything but your body weight right now. This is where you get strong. It's gonna work your upper body, it's working your core, it's working your leg muscles, it's working through your pelvis. It is a great exercise to do. So, and while we're all in shutdown, it's a great time to work on our planks, right? So curl those toes under, get ready. Come on up, and we're gonna twist our hips side to side. Take your time, keep your ribs tucked in tight, belly button in strong as you twist, side to side. Take your time. Squeezing those legs together, breathing, side to side, side to side. Keep those abs tucked, keep the tailbone reaching between your inner thighs. Perfect, perfect. You have to know what our time is. Come on, why is it not doing it? 10 more seconds, you got this. You got this, come on, come on. Hang in there, hang in there. Woo. And take a break. Oh, maybe stretch those arms out. So my personal favorite, well, it has been lately, is doing a record player, okay? So if you don't know what a record is on a record player, you're about to learn today. So it's so much fun. Again, if you don't want to do it, feel free just to go back to that basic planking for me. Curl your toes under. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Come on up into your plank, and we're going to circle our hips right to left, like this, 10 times in 1. Woo, breathe. Feel that work. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stop. Let's go the other way. And 10. You got this. Woo. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Push back to your child's pose. Great job. How did that planking feel? Really stretch out your arms. Push back to those hips. Go and stack your spine one vertebrae at a time. Whoosh. Let's flip over onto our bottom. Let's roll like a ball. Now, this may not be your favorite thing to do, but that's okay. We're gonna take it and we're gonna break it apart into pieces, so you do your very best. So we're gonna start by coming on the balls of our feet, bringing our heels as close to our body as we can, and wrapping ourselves as close as we can like a ball. Maybe that's all you wanna do, and that's okay. Maybe you can find that balance position right here, holding it strong, and maybe you can stay tucked in tight like a ball, and roll, and come back up. Woo! I didn't do so good. This is a squishy mat. Roll, and come back up. And roll, and come back up. Good. And roll, and come back up. Good. 2 more times. And roll, and come back up. One more. Try to stay tucked in tight, and come back up. Great job, shake it out. Let's open those feet up a little bit wider today for me. Sit tall, arrange your head, shoulder, ribs, and hips on top of each other, zipping up your abdominal muscles. Let's bring our arms into that genie position, chest open, shoulders are back. Let's hip hinge back. So we just hip hinge back from our hips. And we're gonna twist right side, left side, right side, left side. Finding your twisting, right and left and right. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Right side, left side. Good. Find those obliques. Really important not to move your feet, knees, or hips. If you need to squeeze your knees together, go for it. We want to keep those hips steady. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, hug it forward. Good job. Now we're going to just kind of find a little bit more intensity in those obliques right from this position. Sit tall, bring your arms in genie, and I'm going to twist facing you. And I'm going to hold that twist. I'm going to bring my top leg up. And now as I hold my leg in that chair position, I'm just going to continue to pulse that twist across towards that knee. Finding a deeper connection with those obliques. Breathe. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on in. And let's sit tall again. Chest up, shoulder down, back. Hip hinge back. We're going to bring that other leg up and we're going to twist. And we're going to pulse that twist. 8 more pulses. Go 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Come back, shake it out. All right, gang. We're gonna start with our hands right behind our knees, chest up, shoulders down, back, open those feet up a little bit. Let's go ahead and hip hinge back and use our arms as our little kickstand, right, for our teaser position. I want you to find that inner thigh pelvic floor connection right now, pulling them up and in, zipping up your belly button, ribs are tucked in tight, chest is open. We're just gonna lift one leg at a time, see how that feels. Now some of you might not need to hold on to those hands and you feel perfectly balanced having your legs coming up in your arms like this, right? So we're bringing those legs in towards our chest, right? Bring them in, bring them in. Feeling that work in that core. Try to find that pelvic floor connection so you don't complain about your hip flexors, right? Keep those ribs tucked in tight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's come in and hug it. Shake it out. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and make that a little bit more intense. Holding onto those legs, chest up, shoulders down, and back. We hip hinge back. Finding that kickstand place again with our arms. Now here we squeeze and lengthen one leg at a time. Super fun, right? You don't need to hold on to those hamstrings. Just release those hands, but don't let your spine tip back any further. Reaching those arms out if you can. Woo, find that work. Last 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Come on in, give it a hug. Good. All right, from here we're gonna sit tall. Arms are in front of us. Nod our chin, look down towards our inner thighs. Scoop that tailbone under and roll it on down to the floor. Hands and shoulders are down. Great job. We're gonna work on our teaser. So we're gonna start with a modified teaser and then we're gonna add on to there. So listen to your body. Now, you want your feet anchored to the floor. You don't want your feet on top of your hips because you will never get up into a teaser, but we're not going flat because we're not into a roll-up. So somewhere in the middle of those two extremes is where you want your feet anchored. Imagine that we've stapled our feet down. We're engaging the inner thighs and pelvic floor and zipping up our belly button, zipping up our ribs, are tucked in tight, chest is wide, shoulders are down and back. From here, we're gonna take a breath, nod our chin to our chest, and exhale, just reaching forward towards our toes. Maybe that's as far as you get today, and that's fine. Try to lift those shoulders up as high as you can and come on down. Take a deep breath in, nod, exhale, lift, squeeze, hold, reaching, and come back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Nod, exhale, squeeze, lift, hold, really reaching yourself up and down. And one more time, nod, exhale, squeeze, lift, and hold, and come on down. And rest. Okay, so now we're gonna add on, we're gonna try to come up into that modified teaser. Remember where we were just a moment ago when we were sitting up and we had our hands connected behind our hamstrings? That's where we wanna go to today. But I don't want you to throw your shoulders. I don't want you to come up with a straight spine. I don't want you to lift your legs up, okay? Do your best, but don't try to go someplace your body's not ready to go to yet, okay? So let's start with the arms up. Engage all the things that we've talked about. Take a breath in through our nose as we bring your head forward. Exhale, scoop, and continue to roll yourself up. Find that teaser position right here, and then scoop and roll ourselves right back down to the ground. Find that connection through the inner thighs and pelvic floor. Take a breath, nod, exhale, squeeze, scoop, and lift up. Good, and then scoop and roll down. Take a breath, nod, exhale, squeeze, scoop, lift up, and down. Let's do it one more time, just like that for me, please. And nod, exhale, scoop, lift, come on up, and then right back down. Great job today. I know you didn't throw your shoulders. I know you didn't come up with a straight spine. So proud of you. Give yourself a hand. Let's add on to this just a little bit and see how that feels for us, okay? So let's shorten our levers, bringing your arms into that genie position. Now, I don't want you to try to thrust your arms forward. Keep them here. Don't try to sink and do something like that. Our hands are on each one of your elbows, all right? So let's just test the waters. Take a deep breath in, nod, exhale, squeeze, scoop with your shoulders only, and come back down. Let's do it again. Nod, exhale, squeeze, lift, come up and down. All right, here we go. If you can come up into a teaser, let's do it. Nod, exhale, squeeze, scoop, and roll yourself up into that teaser position. If you didn't make it, don't worry about it. Come up as high as you can, and we all meet back on the ground. Take a breath, nod your chin, exhale, scoop, lift, coming into that teaser, keeping those feet anchored, pressing down through the balls of the feet, through the heels, whichever feels best for you. 2 more times. Nod, exhale, squeeze, scoop, lift. Oh, are they shaking just a little bit? Yes, because I know that you're not using momentum. I know you're taking your time, connecting the breath with the movement. Exhale, scoop, lift, up, 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 up. Shh. And come on down, breathe. And take a breath, relax those arms down. Deep breath in and out. Great job. How do you feel after those? Awesome, I hope. Let's walk those feet a little bit closer here. Bring our fingertips behind our head, elbows are wide. Let's lift and twist right. Focus on pelvic stability here, and left. We're going to layer this up, as I often do in class, giving you options. So remember, you take the option that feels best for you. But if your pelvis is not steady, if this is not staying steady, then don't add on to it until you can find that complete stability, keeping it neutrally aligned, keeping it nice and quiet. If this is working for you, maybe you begin to add a knee. The knee stops above the hip crease as we twist. Elbow does not fold in like this. We're not trying to touch them. We're just trying to lift towards them, finding that integrity. If you're feeling that stability and you feel like you're ready to go on a little bit, maybe you have both legs up and you twist. And if that feels okay, maybe you toe tap the opposite foot down to the floor. Maybe that's where you need to be today. I don't know. Check out your body, listen to your body, but find the right form, find the best venue for you today. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and bring it on home. Bring those hands down to the floor. Great job. Let's go ahead and bring those legs up. It doesn't matter if they're straight or bent right now. I just want you to press your hands into the floor. Chest is open, shoulders down, back. I want you to focus on lifting those hips up and down. Up with the hips and down. Try not to use a throw over. Try not to do this. Head and shoulders need to be down. And some of you all know who you are. They'd like to lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Find that backside connection. And 2, and 1 more. Good. And let's just hold that down. Now we're going to go ahead and try to do a complete rollover. If you cannot do a rollover, don't worry about it. You're going to focus on lifting those hips as high as you can each time. But we want to have integrity of the rollover. Starting with your legs straight, hands and shoulders down. Take a breath, exhale, bring the legs in, and lift up as you push in with the upper back and shoulders, bring the legs up to a parallel position. From here, keep your thighs off your ribs, squeeze, scoop, and roll down one vertebrae at a time onto the floor. Great job. We're just doing a modified rollover. Take a deep breath in, bring it in, exhale, scoop, lift, up and over. Reach, reach, reach. Squeeze, scoop, and roll it on down, strong in the middle. Let's do that 2 more times, either hip lifts or complete rollover. Take a breath, exhale, squeeze, scoop, and roll over. And come on down. Some of you all know why I do the modified versions, because we take the momentum out of it and force you to use your abdominal muscles in your upper back, right? 1 more time, take a breath, exhale, lift those legs up and over. Right, and bring them on down. Good job. And give those knees a nice little hug right here. Shake it out. So we're going to do some oblique work again, and I want you to think about what works best for your flexibility. Your legs may be in chair position, where your shins are parallel to the floor and your thighs are right above your hip crease. I really don't want to see this or this, right? We cross and looking over. And now let's come back. Take that left foot, put it on your right thigh, grab your hamstring on your shin, just hold it. You can rock it if you want to, that's fine. And how about the other side? Oh yeah, that feels good. Stretching is good. Make sure you stretch after you exercise. It helps so much. Keeps us from getting stiff. Okay, grab underneath your knees. Are you ready? Nod your chin, scoop and come on up. Let's find that teaser position on the modified. See if we can release our arms. How do you feel? Good. Maybe some of you can grab your ankles and come all the way up to that full teaser. Holding, squeezing, lengthening that chest, opening up, opening up. Do you feel it? Can you do it? Can you release those hands and hold it? Yes, yes. And bring it on down. Good job. Let's go ahead and sit in a comfortable position facing forward. We're going to lift and twist to any side. Pick a side. And then we're going to go the other direction. Lift and twist. Big twist. Come back to center. One hand down, the other hand comes across. Keep that hip on the floor. Rotate your spine. We're reaching it out long. Maybe reaching it towards the floor. And back to center. And bring the other arm up and over. Keep that hip on the floor. Rotate, reach. Maybe lengthen that arm down. Feeling a different stretch. Bring it up and back. Come back to center. Let's walk that spine forward. Letting our elbows come down to the floor. Pressing your tailbone down. Breathing. Walk ourselves back up. Open, expand that chest, palms up, thumbs back, really reaching it out nice and strong. Thumbs reach down. Bring your hands behind the legs. Open that chest up to the ceiling. Up, 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 up. Let's bring our hands hands back to the center, big shoulder rolls. Hold it down, take your head, turn right and center and left and center. Oh my goodness, you guys did such a great job today. Thank you so much for joining me and doing mat Pilates today. I miss you all so much, and we'll be together soon. Enjoy your workout. Have a great day. And I think it kicked